Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome in to the Ville Sports Network, brought to you by UPMC. I'm Brian Cash. We've got some field hockey for you. Millersville hosting Mercyhurst. This is a PSAC conference matchup on a blustery, windy day here at Christ Field at Beamsdorfer Stadium. Getting started a little early. Teams are out on the field. Millersville coming in 6-4 overall record, 2-2 in the PSAC conference. Mercyhurst has struggled a bit, 3-9 overall, 1-3 in the PSAC. It is senior day as well today for the hometown Marauders. Eliza Mizak and JC St. John honored prior to the game. Mizak, 3 straight All-American honors in her 3 years, her first 3 years here at Millersville. Could be a 4th this season, but she is the first Marauder to ever have 3 straight to open a career. So congratulations to Eliza. And here's an early break from the Marauders. Into the circle it goes. And a corner earned. Early action rewarded. And we will see what Millersville draws up. Special shout out to anyone watching us from Australia. I think it's about 3 a.m. there. We appreciate all the viewership. A lot of Australian players, international players on this team. Corner is inserted. Rolls past the top of the circle. And it is cleared away. Mercyhurst does defend well. The matchup between these two teams historically has been all Millersville. Head coach Shelly Barron's all-time is 13-0 against the Lakers of Mercyhurst. Last year, it did take until overtime, though. Alexis Gazio scoring the game winner for a 1-0 victory. That was in 2017. Not foul on Millersville. But they get the ball right back and come back down the other way. Up top is Eliza Mizak. That's super senior. Erica Tarsi up there with her, as well as Kira Brakefield. That trio of attackers. Alexis Gazio in that left wing position. And Lexi Robeson gets it to Mizak in the circle. The shot drifts wide. Sustained offensive pressure here early for Millersville. It's what you want to see. Early on this Saturday afternoon. This is a part of a... Oh, there's Tarsi with a chance. And the blast, too strong. Not on the cage. And Mercyhurst. Miss hits on the restart. Gazio finds Brakefield. Kira draws the foul. I was going to say this is part of a double-header broadcast here on the Ville Sports Network. We have football coming up after this field hockey game. Kickoff set for about 4 o'clock. And it should be a matchup on the gridiron that teases a lot of points. Brakefield tried to pass it into the circle. But we'll go back the other way. Millersville did play a game earlier this week at Shippensburg. Heartbreaker, though, a 3-2 loss against a very strong team in Shippensburg. The Red Raiders ranked number 5 in the country, as Millersville earns another corner. Their early pressure is rewarded yet again, as Brakefield trots over and will insert. We'll see who it goes to. Gazio slides it over to Ortiz Kreiner. The shot is going to get in there. That sound can only mean one thing. A Millersville goal early, just about 5 minutes in. It's 1-0 Marauders. Off the deflection, we'll see who they credit it to, who got the last touch, but Ortiz Kreiner definitely the initial shot. Maybe just found its way in there. So we'll say Ortiz Kreiner for now, as Sol continues her fantastic sophomore season. A redshirt sophomore is Sol Ortiz Kreiner. It's a quick 1-goal lead for Millersville. The start they wanted, especially, like I said, after that loss to Shippensburg. Nothing to be ashamed about, though. Number 5 team in the country. All those PSAC teams can win any given game. It's just how you play on that specific day, what happens in the game. And most of the PSAC teams are nationally ranked. East Stroudsburg at number 2, Westchester number 1. And like I said, Ship number 5. Millersville is ranked number 8 in the Division II national rankings. Another break from the Ville. Into the circle it goes. Emma Boucher lost control of it. Gets it back, though. Has a teammate in there. The ball's going to drift over the end line. Goes back to Mercyhurst. Those yellow jerseys have been everywhere thus far. And that pass, very lazy by Mercyhurst. The Ville again with some sustained possession. Ortiz Kreiner has it again in the midfield. But the whistle going back the other way. Freshman goalkeeper in there for Mercyhurst, Libby Jones from Latrobe, Pennsylvania. As the reverse hit, that ball rolled almost all the way through the circle. No Millersville player there on the other end. Still a lot of season left to go for PSAC field hockey. The soccer season, men and women's soccer, winding down, but field hockey still a lot to go. By my count, 7 more games to play, including this one. So still a lot to be decided. If Millersville can get a win today, get some momentum on their side. Huge matchup with East Stroudsburg next Tuesday night. That's a 6 o'clock start. And of course, we will have that for you here on the Ville Sports Network. And like I said, East Stroudsburg is the #2 team in the latest Division II national rankings. Here's Sol Ortiz-Kreiner with it. Nice find, but could not complete the pass. There has been very little action from Mercyhurst past the midfield line. Passed over to Alexis Gazio. She'll send it along the sideline. And again, Mercyhurst just can't get it past midfield. Annabelle Tierney. She passes out wide, gets it back, sends it into the circle. Oh, almost found. I believe it was Butcher right in front of the cage. Could have smashed it home. The sun is peeking in and out here at Christ Field. The wind moving the clouds around mightily in the sky here today. Here comes Millersville again, attacking into the circle. No whistles. Clean defending by Mercyhurst. Tierney sends it right back in. Butcher. Still no whistles. When you hear that stick-on-stick clang, sometimes you expect, oh, here's the, oh, Libby Jones is out in front of cage, but the shot is going to drift wide. Whistle. Super chance for Millersville again. Libby Jones, maybe some of that inexperience showing. Came out to try to kick it away, ended up going to turf. And they're going to call it penalty stroke. So another great chance here for Millersville. Erica Tarsi is going to take this. And could be a quick 2-goal lead. Libby Jones going to be called upon to make the save. Tarsi, not a problem. Erica Tarsi, her team leading 9th goal of the season, comes from the penalty spot. And it's a very comfortable 2-goal advantage now for the Marauders. Coming in, Tarsi, 5th in the entire conference in points, 6th in total goals. And that tally there could improve those rankings. So again, the effort on offense rewarded by Millersville. Stroke called. And there's a whistle. As Mercyhurst Claire Ahern took a tumble. But again, Millersville just right there whenever Mercyhurst has an opportunity. Tierney cuts that one out. And you can hear the wind starting to pick up a little bit. That's a nice pass up the sideline, but just gonna roll out looking for Georgina Wall. Oh, it stayed in. And the Ville again. Wall had some space. lot of substitutions onto the field here for the Marauders. Madeline Stelly. And there was a late whistle there. Thought it came off the foot of the Mercyhurst player. Bryn Urlacher put it into the circle. Still in there. Oh, the whistle goes the other way. And the long hit there. Finally, the ball is deep in Millersville's end, but they will smartly get it out of there. And now maybe here's a chance for Mercyhurst. Katie Ballou passed it centrally. But a foul on Mercyhurst, on the Lakers. Will give it back to the Marauders. So Sol Ortiz-Kreiner and Erica Tarsi have scored early here on this Saturday afternoon, giving Millersville a 2-goal advantage. You would have expected Millersville to be the favorites in this game. When you're talking about overall talent level and how they've performed in the PSAC thus far. But you never know. That's why they play the games. Like I said last year, just a 1-0 overtime win for the Marauders against Mercyhurst. And for Millersville, just 2 seniors. Remember, the team skews young, which should give Ville fans a lot of hope for the next couple of years. Millersville is playing all these nationally ranked teams very close. Imagine what a couple of years' experience is going to do. Nice 50-50 challenge won there, I believe, by Meredith Fagan. Indeed, she will trot back to her right back position. Fagan, Madeline Stelly, and Jordan Goddard, as usual, your back 3. They have done solid work at the back all season. And there's Ortiz-Kreiner, always able to get by defenders. She does that time. Just splits 2 of them. Showing off the stick skills. And Gazio is going to track this down. Into the circle for Tarsi. Quick shot. Quick turn, quick shot. But it's going to go the other way. Oh. Check that. And that shot off the Mercyhurst player, obviously. So it remains Millersville possession. And a corner earned. Millersville's 3rd of the game, I believe. Tarsi and Mizak combining to earn that. Starters are back into the game, and Kira Brakefield will insert this. Gazio, Tarsi, Mizak likely targets. It's Gazio first. Slides it over to Ortiz-Kreiner. Again, the shot. And it's going to deflect, and it's in. 3rd goal here for Millersville. I think it was Mizak, perhaps here. Oh, forgive me again. Must have been a whistle on that. So it remains 2-0. Still a comfortable lead for the Marauders. Gazio's got it. Now Mercyhurst has some time here to get some players forward. Alexandria Shumsky on the restart. Dispossessed quickly. And now Brakefield ahead to Tarsi. And Erica. Nice work here on the near side. When you have a player that can dribble down the field herself to advance that field position, advance that ball, so valuable. And Millersville, a couple players in Ortiz, Kreiner, Tarsi, Mizak that can do that frequently. Helps the cause a lot. This will be a restart. In the midfield, Ortiz, Kreiner standing over it. Lexi Robeson sent it into the circle. Now Gazio. The shot from way out. Looking for a deflection. Couldn't find it. Sailed wide. And we're over halfway through the first half here. Fantastic fall day here on the campus of Millersville University. Busy day. We've got women's soccer happening over at Pusillo Field. Like I said, football upcoming on this field in just a couple of hours. 4 o'clock kickoff. We'll have that for you here on the Ville Sports Network, of course. That ball's going to roll into the circle, but Libby Jones kicked away. More threat, though. And there's a penalty corner. Fourth of the game for Millersville. Last time, it was what appeared to be a goal, but no, 'twas not. Brakefield will again insert. Goes to Tarsi first. She lets it roll. I think that's Goddard who'll send it back in off the back of the foot of Tarsi. So the third goal will be denied there. Gazio's got it back. And a foul called. Should allow Millersville to set up some players forward. There's Gazio. Received it clean. Some great defending, though. By Mercyhurst's Claire Ahern. Substitution sprint on the field for the Marauders. Some more attacking options have entered the game, but it is Mercyhurst who had the chance deep in Millersville territory. Georgina Wall. Or check that. Emma Butcher's got it now. Gazio sent it into the circle. Parried away by the Laker defense. Robeson now. Here come the Marauders again. Ball can't find its target. Goddard out of the back to Fagan. Ball rolls a long way. But Mercyhurst sends it out of bounds. Here comes Millersville. Annabelle Tierney tried to find Neve Murphy O'Neill. And this is still alive in front of cage. Millersville fighting for it. So's Mercyhurst. Finally cleared. Gazio sends it back to Butcher. Long hit now for Millersville. Robeson will restart. Oh, a bit sloppy on the pass. Fagan just out of her reach. Well, we have a moment. Should remind everyone that Millersville Athletics always likes to thank Iron Valley Real Estate for their continuing support of Millersville University and its student athletes. Iron Valley Real Estate is the official real estate sponsor of Millersville Athletics. Under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. And some additional substitutions in for the Marauders. There's a card shown to Emma Butcher. Looks like Nadia Baradelli into the game. She scored a hat trick earlier this season in a game. Hallie Rex also in that advanced attacking position. Stelly will send that out from the back, looking for Baradelli. So with the 2-goal cushion, Coach Shelley Barons in her 11th season with the Marauders, tinkering with her lineup. Giving those young players some playing time. Millersville able to just collapse on any possible Mercyhurst attack. Tierney wins it back. And Rex keeps it headed forward now. Now maybe some space for Mercyhurst. Needed time to get some white shirts into that circle. And that is off one of the lower extremities of the Mercyhurst player. Millersville wins back possession as we approach 5 minutes left to go in the half. I had mentioned those very close PSAC conference standings. I'll run them down for you briefly. Westchester 5-0 atop the conference, as is East Stroudsburg, who Millersville will play on Tuesday. Westchester, though, has won 10 games in a row. Pretty incredible stuff. Below them, Mansfield at 4-1, then Shippensburg at 3-2. They earned that third win by beating the Ville earlier this week. And then Millersville 2-2 at the moment, below Shippensburg. A win today, though, brings them right back up to equal with Ship, at least for the moment. Not sure when Shippensburg would play today, if they do. But for a brief moment in time, perhaps, Millersville would once again be the equals of the Red Raiders. Mercyhurst out of the back, I believe rolled over the end line, so goes back to Millersville. Pass back to Fagan. Now back to Stelly. Millersville looking for that late third goal. Tarsi, whistle stays silent, so she's got a chance kicked away by Libby Jones. Gets back to Robeson. Reverse sticks it to Tarsi. And Jones was still out of her cage a bit off that line. And she was right there to shut it down, but a corner earned for the Ville. So another great chance here to put home that third goal. Initiated by Kira Brakefield. Right up there to Tarsi. Gets by one defender. Shoots. Oh, and just whistles wide. They're going to say off a Mercyhurst stick, I believe. So long hit here. For the Marauders. Robeson patiently finding our way through some defenders. Meredith Fagan try to run forward. And she has to sprint back to her defensive position, but well covered by her teammates there. Whenever a defender goes forward like that, you always need someone to hopefully take her place on that back line. Under 2 minutes now. Tarsi wins the ball, but 3 white shirts around her. Draws the foul. Great stuff from Erica. Could be a late goal chance here for Millersville. Tarsi, but shut down again by Libby Jones. After giving up those quick first 2 goals, she's been solid. I may have questioned her decision-making earlier, but she's been spot on the last 15 minutes or so. Under a minute to go now. Millersville threatening again. Brakefield, some nice work. Wins the corner. And Millersville has plenty of time to think about this. Of course, penalty corners can be untimed, meaning if the clock would run down to zeros here, and say Millersville earns another penalty corner, they could take it. And when the multiple corners would end, that's when the half would end. But here we go. Tarsi still with it. A nice challenge from Mercyhurst. They are able to clear. So that parade of corners not going to happen, like I said. And that's going to do it. Horn does blow. That ends the first half here at Christ Field. Your score, Millersville 2, Mercyhurst 0. Here on the Ville Sports Network, presented by UPMC. We will return with some halftime stats in just a bit. Stay with us. Number 2 in the nation. Then at Seton Hill, home against Coker. At Bloomsburg, who is number 9 in the nation. And then Millersville will finish hosting Manfield in November 3rd. And then finishing at Slippery Rock on the 9th. And hopefully some postseason action to speak of, but we will wait and see. Second half is underway. Millersville now going left to right on your screen. Annabelle Tierney ahead for Eliza Mezak, one of the seniors being honored here on Senior Day. Eliza has had just about as great a career as you could hope for a Millersville field hockey player. Tierney still had it. Didn't hit it cleanly, went back to Mercyhurst. Millersville as a team, 6th in the conference in goals scored. They've got 29 on the season if you count the 2 scored today. And they're tied for the 4th least in allowed goals, just 15, here in the fall of 2018. Here's Kira Brakefield finding her way into the circle. They're going to say last touch off of Kira, though. wonder what was said in those halftime huddles. For Mercyhurst, likely trying to get some offensive momentum. They've had to defend frantically at times, but they need to score 2 times at the moment to match Millersville. So offensively, they're trying to get something going for Millersville. More of the same. Had a lot of activity up front in that penalty circle. Multiple corners earned, 6 of them. Lots of shots. And a possible 3rd goal that was not to be. But here's a corner for Mercyhurst. So some of that offensive action I said they needed, well, they earned their first corner of the game. We'll see what kind of set play they can concoct. Can Millersville keep them off the scoreboard? That's a tricky pass, but the final shot did not find its way towards Autumn Peters, standing in front of cage for the Ville. Tarsi tracking back, trying to poke that ball away. Committed the foul. And the blast from way out in, trying to find the stick of Claire Ahern. Ahern won it back again. Finds her teammate Haley Skidmore. And Skidmore almost had a look there to tuck one home, but it goes back to Millersville. Goddard out to Fagan. And she tried to find Brakefield up the field. Mizak and Tarsi pressuring now. Gazio on that far side. Now Millersville. Yellow jersey sprinting forward. Trying to support in the circle. Corner earned. Some nice play there. Nice combination between those attacking players. Earns the corner for the Ville. Sol Ortiz-Kreiner walks over. She's going to drop this on the end line and insert the penalty. Goes to Gazio. Slides it over to Goddard. The shot deflects, and that goal is going to be good. Jordan Goddard on the initial shot, and the deflection in. We'll see if we can see whose stick it was off. Check it out. Great replay. Sol Ortiz-Kreiner finds Goddard. And then the deflection looks like just Goddard. We'll give it to her for now. See if there's any official change. But it is should be a 3-goal advantage for the Ville. unless it was once again disallowed. No, indeed. The scoreboard has changed. I was freaking out. 3-0 Millersville. Fantastic performance from them. To rebound from that Shippensburg loss earlier it would be great today. They will have to hold on. I can't get ahead of myself. They would have to hold on here. Crazier comebacks have happened. But it'll be a tall task for Mercyhurst considering they haven't had much offensive threat here today. Although, as I say that, it is another corner earned. Some nice work by Haley Skidmore. On that quick counterattack, she was all alone up there. And have I jinxed the Millersville defense? We'll see. Alexandria Shumsky looked like she wanted to go insert the penalty corner. Yeah, she will decide which side she wanted to do it from. Chooses the right of the cage. And a quick insert. And very nice work, Sol Ortiz-Kreiner. Got in the way. As the wind again picks up here at Christfield. And Millersville on the attack again. Blast from Ortiz-Kreiner bounces wide. Some substitutions into the game for Millersville, as there were in the first half. Natalie Pinder, one of the many Australians on this team, she is into the game, along with Emma Butcher up top.